Yeah, we'd like everything to be perfect, but really, if you wrote a script, that's probably the way you'd want it to go for him, because he had some times before in his history where he'd gotten down and after turning the ball over, and so for him to turn it over and then come back and respond the way he did and go on a run there, he ended up completing 75% at one point there. He was 80 to 85% after that beginning. So it was really good to see, and probably the best thing that could have happened to him for our team and for our fans as well.
Did you say anything to him at that point, knowing that he had a history of getting down? Was there anything to be said?
No, we didn't need to. We discussed that so many times when it had come up in the spring or the fall where he had turned the ball over, that we'd already put that. We put that in his head that doesn't matter. You can't go back to that. We're going to be here for you. And I think you saw in the play calling, we didn't get scared. We didn't go away from him and all of a sudden just turn around. That could have been a game that, with the success of the ground game, the way that it was going in that game, averaging almost 9 yards a carry, we could have got really conservative and said, well, let's not let him lose the game and just hand the ball off. Well, that wouldn't help us down the road. And so we stayed with him throwing the ball, and he really responded by throwing 5 touchdowns.
Were you keeping an eye on his body language to see how he was responding?
Yeah, he was great. He was really good. Wasn't pointing fingers, wasn't, putting his head down. He was great and really was leading the offense and had a great day. Managed the huddle, the line of scrimmage, as you look at it, no delay of games, and whatever, 82 plays was good to see, especially for a first game of communication.
Rebuilding his confidence was a major part of what you had in the offseason. Was there a point anywhere that you thought he turned the corner and was headed in the right direction?
Yeah, I did. I thought about halfway through spring, I didn't see a guy that you had to worry about that was gonna be an issue because he was so focused in his preparation. Preparation is so much for those guys because it's a half a second between an interception and a big completion, and that's not just arm strength. That's because the guy's prepared and he's at the exact right drop and his eyes are in the exact place. And, he's done a great job of that. Obviously, this week will be a much tougher test versus a very good secondary, a great corner in number 1, and a great pass rush.
A couple guys mentioned reference a 2-second rule after a mistake on Saturday. What's the origin of that? Where did that sort of come from?
Well, it comes from anything. I think that it probably started a long time ago in golf. What do good golfers do? When they hit a bad shot, they go to the next shot, and they don't keep thinking about it. What do guys like me do? They keep thinking about the last shot, and then they screw up the next one. And so we talk about the same thing with our players. It doesn't matter because you can't control it. You can't take it back. Bad, good, or indifferent, you got to go to the next play, and you got to go to the next assignment, and you got to take one play at a time. And I thought our guys did a good job of that.